covering Montana right now. This is Fox Local News at 9.
Breaking news this evening as fire crews are working to quickly contain a fast-moving fire burning at the base of Mount Sentinel. I'm Angela Marshall and we bring you team coverage tonight. Our Tessa Nato talks with families shocked to see the flames so close to town. And Jordan Blaine is tracking our fire weather forecast. But first, our Spencer Shaw joins us from the base of Mount Sentinel. Spencer, when did this fire start?
Well, Angela, one neighbor told me just before 6:15 he saw two kids running down the hill from those bushes yelling fire. That's when he and a groundskeeper grabbed some buckets of water and headed up the mountain to start the fire line. Fire crews arrived on scene less than 10 minutes later, but that didn't stop the fire from rapidly spreading uphill. The Missoula City Fire Department is being assisted by the DNRC and the Forest Service, as well as air teams dropping fire retardant and water from the helicopters and air tankers. Missoula's fire chief says they are lucky the fire is moving away from buildings and they aren't fighting any other elements.
It looks like we're being able to manage this right now. We're just real fortunate that we're not having a lot of wind activity this afternoon.
No evacuation orders have been given at this time, but fire crews are asking folks to avoid the area. But that didn't stop many people from coming outside to take a look. Earlier today, our Tessa Nato spoke to neighbors about how they came outside to watch a fire burn so closely to their homes. Tessa?
Spencer, earlier when the fire was growing, there was people packed in this parking lot as they had a very good view of the fire. Now, as it continues to grow, neighbors are spotted sitting on top of cars, on their lawns, and in the streets to watch as the fire grew. I talked to neighbors who say they were at the mall when they first saw the flames, and within a half hour, it doubled in size. Most people I talked with say they couldn't believe what they were seeing. student Taylor Miranda says she got an alert from the university at about 6:45 about the fire. That's when she looked out her window and saw the flames.
It started out as this smaller sort of rectangle, and every time you looked away and then you looked back, it just got even further, and especially towards the top, it just burned around so fast and so quickly around the top.
Now, in an effort to accommodate emergency vehicles, all eastbound traffic on South Avenue at Arthur has been stopped, and all southbound traffic on Maurice at East Sussex is stopped. And as this fire is growing, we're going to talk to Jordan, who has more on what the conditions might have played a role into the fire. Jordan?
Thanks, Tessa. Well, outside right now, fortunately, on Mount Sentinel, we are seeing light wind, 5 miles per hour. That means the mountain itself seeing about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And luckily, I'm not tracking those winds pick up anymore overnight. Another role to watch out for right now is our temperatures. We're in the 60s. Mount Sentinel is about 2 to 3 degrees above Missoula. We're going to fall into those 50s overnight, so that mountain should get a nice chance to breathe. And I'm also not tracking any rain or thunderstorms on that area, so we are going to be seeing a good recovery overnight.
Thanks so much, Jordan. This is not the first time Mount Sentinel has been set ablaze, folks. A fire erupted in 2008, scorching more than 300 acres. That fire also started at the base of Mount Sentinel, apparently by 2 children, according to the Missoulian. Fire officials had said they were playing with something that ignited the fire, matches, lighters, or fireworks. Luckily, crews stopped that fire from spreading into the thick timber above. Well, this breaking news coverage was actually first brought to you tonight on our Montana Right Now news app. So make sure to download our free app, people, and enable those push alerts. That way you can get the latest information right at your fingertips. If you are just tuning in, our team is on the ground tonight in Missoula, where we are just learning crews have contained a fire burning on Mount Sentinel. Our Spencer Shaw joins us now live from the base of the mountain with the very latest. Spencer?
And that's correct. The fire chief just confirmed that the fire is 100% contained. There are still crews up on the mountain subduing any hot spots still in the area and getting an estimate of how many acres were burned today. Just a few minutes ago, the University of Montana sent out an emergency alert text reminding folks that the M Trail is still closed and they want folks to continue to avoid the area. Reporting live in Missoula, Spencer Shaw, Montana Right Now.